need Lindsey to come pick it up off the ground for me. See, I thought I had all my stuff together. Never had it together, guys. I never had it. It's over here, Lou. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi.
Say hi to Lindsey, guys. She was on camera. Sorry, I was doing some. Those circles right there.
These?
Yeah. So it's been a week here at Cover Distributing. And Lindsey, I've been super busy. So I've been like literally sitting here prepping this piece just now while we were waiting to go live. So it was a little crazy having things stacked up. I'm still trying to put it together so I can show you guys what it looks like when it comes to you in the mail. Except yours won't be like semi-painted like mine. But yeah, that's what's going on. Hi guys. It's my prep painting day with Jen and Lindsey. It's 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and we're here in the studio making a fun project. These are quick and easy projects that we work on while we're over here. Just trying to give you guys some ideas to use some of our pieces with. We like to do fun, easy projects over here so that you can get some inspiration on some of the pieces that you see on our website. I know I'm super visual when I'm like looking at stuff, and I need to see like what something's going to look like when it's painted. So that's why we do these, so you guys can kind of see some of those the ideas that we have. How is everybody today? Good? Good. Lindsey and I are good. We're busy, but guess what? The sun is shining and it's warm outside, and that makes Jen a happy girl. We've been busy though, because we have a crazy sale going on. I don't know if you guys got our newsletter this morning or if you've been on Facebook at all, but we have a 50% off all stencils. Did you hear me? 50% off. We never, ever, ever do 50% off.
I have a graphic.
And Lindsey has a graphic she's going to show you. So we have 50% off on all CD Stencil brand stencils. So you can hop over to our website, cdwood.com, and grab all the stencils on your wish list. So we have the background stencils. We have regular word stencils. We have Chris Hoy design stencils. We have everything you can imagine. I feel like we have a stencil for almost every thing that you could need. So we do have those going on sale. It's a flash sale. That sale is only good until 11:59 Eastern Time PM tonight. So make sure you shop that sale tonight. It is an automatic discount, so you don't need a coupon. Just put those stencils into your cart. When you go to check out, that price will change.
And the great thing about stencils is, I know a lot of people don't like paying shipping.
Yeah.
Stencils ship cheap.
Yeah, stencils
They
ship
do.
pretty cheap. So yeah, so that's awesome. So make sure you check that sale out. Today we are doing our Ladybug welcome hanger. It is a customer request. Somebody asked us to do this one, so we are going to be doing this door hanger today. We do have a special price for it, as we always do a special price when we do these Facebook Lives. And it is going to be $9.95 for the door hanger instead of $12.44, $12.95, something like that. I don't even know. Where did I get that? I don't even know. I told you guys it's been a
We
week.
need to stop drinking coffee. We have too much coffee.
Okay, I feel like I can calm down. I felt rushed there for maybe like the last hour getting things prepped.
It has been crazy though.
It's been a crazy week.
And we've been unsupervised,
We're not complaining
right?
because
We're
we
supervised.
are unsupervised. Mom and Dad are on vacation. So it's just Lindsey and I here right now, and it's been a little bit busy, but we are getting everything done. So that's what's going on. So if I start talking fast, it's because I am feeling rushed, and it's just me. We've got plenty of time to get this done. All right, if you're here joining us, thanks for joining us. If you're a new viewer, thanks for coming back. We always appreciate you guys being here. Lindsey, if you want to flip the camera, we will get started, and then maybe you can welcome in some people that have joined us.
Flipping the camera.
Okay, so this is what I have done so far. I did quick base coat because there's a lot of pieces here that we're going to be working on. So I did a quick base coat on a lot of the pieces just so we could get a head start. I didn't want to keep you guys. We tried to keep it in that like hour range. So I think we're going to be okay since I did all of that. This is the piece. We've got 2 ladybugs, same size, 2 pieces. You've got a top border, a bottom border, and you've got your little circles for your daisies here, and then you've got your welcome. Okay. I will give you colors as we go.
I gotta say, it is super bright.
It is super bright. I know. Well, I used New Leaf for the background color because I'm thinking like my daisies, it should be in the grass, right? And the ladybugs are going to be in the grass. So, yeah. So I used New Leaf for my background color, and that is a color from last year, not this current release, but last year. I am going to tape off my piece real quick because I have an idea that just came to me.
Oh, no.
I know. See what I mean? I always have a plan and it never happens. Lindsay, if you could say hello to everybody that's come in, let us know who's here.
So Terry is here with us.
Hi, Terry.
We have Stacy Stamper.
Hi, Stacy.
And Michelle Grinley.
Hi, Michelle.
And there are others. They're just being quiet.
Being quiet? That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so this piece has like this little lace piece here, and it's engraved, and you guys are amazing painters, and I know you guys could do this without having to tape this, but I myself am just, I feel like I'm going to be quick with this because I don't want to keep you guys too long, and we have a lot to do, so I'm just going to put a piece of tape here to like make my border.
So Terry asked a question,
Yes.
Since you're prepping here.
Yes.
Do you find that new leaf takes more coats?
I put 2 coats on here, Terry. So I don't think so. I just did 2
line you
coats.
see on there, I don't.
This right here,
It's
from the
Yeah.
this here.
There's a
Yeah,
shadow.
there's a
Yeah.
shadow there. But yeah, I did 2 coats on here. I didn't think like it. I don't think it took more coats.
yeah.
So hopefully that helps, Terry. Okay. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. We have that stencil sale going on. Lindsay. Oh, Chris's new YouTube video. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that while I'm
Well,
taping.
she's taping. Chris is on vacation. But
Yes.
she did release a new video this week. Paint vintage lace the easy way.
The easy one.
And this is a free tutorial on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
Along with, there's over, I think, 100 videos on there.
There's a lot.
There's some focused more so on projects. There's some more so on techniques. You can also see any of our past live videos on our YouTube channel. And just a reminder, anything that's been streamed onto our Facebook page, Facebook is deleting those after, I believe it's 30 days. But don't worry, any of those can be found on our YouTube channel. So I will put the link in the chat for you so you have access to that.
And while she's doing that, I'm going with Baby Duck. I've decided that I know, do. So I'm going to do my little, I said lace. It's probably more like an eyelet border in this Baby Duck because this is also the color that I am going to use for the center of my daisies. So I wanted to pull that yellow in as well.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I also base coated the entire white part with the white Adirondack chalk paint. I love that stuff, guys. I put 1 coat on this here. So just wanted to make this come on a little quicker. So I figured if I did a base coat on there, we would get good coverage with the Baby Duck. Where is Linda at when I need her?
Linda's traveling.
I know. Okay, so that's what's going on so far with our project. So we are gearing up for warm weather here.
Yeah, it was warmer yesterday here. It was like in the 70s.
Yeah, it was
yesterday.
nice yesterday.
And we had a killer storm come through.
We did.
It was kind of interesting. We got like maybe a little bit, tiny bit nervous.
It was okay. So here's what happened. Let me tell you story time. Okay, so we get these phone calls here in town. They don't have like a tornado sirens.
Yeah, I have rid of our sirens, which I don't like, but we have code red is what it's called.
Yeah, so they call and they tell you that you're under a thunderstorm watch or whatever, and then they give you a time.
Yeah.
So I got the phone call, or I picked up the phone because Lindsay was on the other line. I picked it up. Lindsay comes out. I was like, that was code red. We have under a storm warning, which we knew was coming, and it was like we were being sarcastic. It's warm, so we had the garage door open, trying to get some fresh air.
And the garage door, if you, I don't know if you've ever seen our building, but it's in the back, and the garage door is right next to our packing area. So if we're back there and it's a nice day, we have the garage door open.
Yeah, because we like the fresh air.
And the birds singing.
And the birds singing. I mean, this is my favorite time of year. I love the warm weather, like when it's sunny outside.
The birds
Yeah,
singing?
I saw you.
I just flapped my arms.
She did. She flapped her arms like she was a bird.
Yeah.
So anyways, we had the door open, and then we were like, well, that was crappy. It was just like these little, this little bit of rain. And we were like, that was the storm. They called us for that.
What a joke.
we were like, well, that was crazy. What a joke. That was just something else, you know? Well, we're laughing about it. And then we're making fun, right? So this is what happens when you make fun. Karma's like, hey, guess what? So I was like, oh, we're just going to get blown away with this big old storm. And Lindsay and I were like bopping around, just laughing and joking about it. Not 2 minutes later, Like, I kid you not 2 minutes later, the wind starts howling. The garage door that was up started shaking. I go, Lindsay, I think here comes a storm. And next thing you know, we look outside and the trees are blowing almost sideways. It was insane.
The building next to us has a big dumpster, and it flipped that lid open and slammed it. And then we watched this wall of water just come in between the buildings.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm going to close the garage door.
And we have cameras up front, like to the front of the thing, so you can see out the front window. And I told Lindsay, I was like, look up there. It is like pitch black. So I'm like, we probably better walk up there and make sure there's no like funnel clouds forming or something. So then I'm like, I'm going to grab my phone, which we don't usually carry our phones around at work. I'm like, I'm going to grab my phone just in case we happen to get blown away to Oz. It was nutso.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
And a good part of the town lost power. We didn't. But,
yeah, we didn't.
The east side of town lost power. But it was something else.
Yeah, it really was. And I told Lindsay, I was like, this is nuts. So then I don't know, maybe what was that, 20 minutes later, Brad texted me. And my husband was like, I'm not going to be home for a while. I'm like, okay, because he's a lineman. So that means he is working.
So anyway, that was our excitement yesterday.
Yeah, it was crazy though. We were laughing back there, but just making fun. Mother Nature was like, you make fun of me.
Watch this.
Guess what? Here it comes. But we made it home safe and sound. Everybody was fine.
No damage to our building. Just a few twigs down.
Yeah. Nothing that couldn't be managed. Okay, so almost done with my yellow border here. And since I put that, I think I'm going to be okay with one coat since I put that white underneath of there. We'll see when we get through here, but I thought it looked pretty good, but we'll see. I see differently because of the light above me than Lindsay sees on the camera. So sometimes she has to let me know when I need to get another coat on there or touch something else up.
And if you're just joining us, I'm seeing some more people pop in.
Yeah.
Jen is working on our Ladybug welcome door hanger.
Mm-hmm.
She has base coated it with white Adirondack chalk paint from Folk Art.
Yep.
And
the yellow is baby duck that I'm doing right now.
And now through this time next week, the Ladybug welcome door hanger will be $9.95. It's normally $12.95. But we do, anytime we do these lives, we do try to do a special on the project. So
okay, I'm gonna put this off to the side and let that dry just a smidge.
It's a technical term.
A smidge, yes. This is how I work. Okay, and then since I already have my baby duck out and my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and I probably shouldn't put that there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the centers of my daisies as well. Why are you laughing?
Because it was just like.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had to figure out where everything was going, guys. Sorry about that. All right, let's get my centers of my daisies. Again, these are base coated in white Adirondack chalk paint. Just trying to make things go a bit faster.
Because we know you guys can base coat.
Yeah, you don't need to watch me do that.
Yeah.
So we get to do more fun stuff if I have that kind of stuff done when we come in here. Got a hair in here. How did I do that? I'm shedding. I'm losing my winter hair, I guess. Okay. That. So I'm doing all. There it is again.
Is it your hair?
I don't know if it's my hair. Oh, you know what? These were on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And I stacked them. So there used to be a dog that was over here. And I think it's probably.
Dog hair still?
I think so. Sorry. I'm trying to get that off of there. I don't know if I did or not. We'll see. Okay, so what else is going on in everybody else's world? What are you guys painting? What are you working on? What's happening in your lives? I want to know. Give me all the details. I've got nothing planned for this weekend. Oh, I have plans tonight though. My son, my youngest son, is moving into his apartment tonight. So I'm gonna go after work. My car's loaded up with all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to take it over there after work and help him move it in. And they're moving all the furniture. I get light clothes and stuff because that's the light stuff. So we're doing that tonight. So he's excited about that. What's going on in your world, Lou? Anything?
Oh, I'm going to my dad's this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Lindsay's going to go see your dad this weekend.
Kentucky.
Always nice to see your parents. Can.
Hello, Debbie from OKC.
Hi, Debbie. We are working on the Ladybug welcome door hanger. I base coated my pieces with white Adirondack chalk paint, and now I am working with baby duck just to do the center of my daisies here. And then we will move on to the next color. And I'm using an angle brush. This is a 1/4 inch angle. I'm using, it's the same brush I used to do that lace border or scallop border, whatever we want to call that. It's the same, I use the same brush, so.
Well, that's cool. Terry says she has a birthday party for Ruben Stutter's grandmother on Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That will be a fun event.
He won American Idol, right?
I think so.
That was a season with Clay Aiken.
Yeah, he won.
He won, yeah.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to be good with one coat on those. That looks pretty good to me. Let me just, one little spot here. I can see some light. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Lindsay, do you see anything different here than what I'm seeing?
No, it looks good to me.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second here. I just got a couple spots that I see a little bit of white. I just want to touch this up real quick. Give me one moment. I think I might have been being a little lazy.
Speedy.
Speedy, but lazy. That's it. Just trying to get it done. Okay. That looks pretty good. This looks pretty. Well, that looks even better. One little spot right here. Just make sure I got a good coat because I don't want to, once I pull this tape off, if I have an issue, I don't want to have to go back in. So I want to make sure I got a good little coat on that. Okay. All right. So my next plan, while that dries, I'll let that sit for a little bit since I touched it a little bit. Okay. So I did Santa red on this part of my ladybugs, and then these guys are lamp black. Okay, I'm trying to show you what I've done so you guys will have those colors. And then new leaf. This is what I've used so far. Okay, and the white Adirondack. So we've got that going on, got that going on, got that going on. Okay, so the black, I'm not gonna have to do anything to that. I am going to use deep burgundy. I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighting on my outside of my ladybug shells because I want to dress it up a little bit, guys. We don't want that flat edge. I finished up that piece that we worked on last week, and Lindsay was walked by it. Was that Monday, Lindsay?
Yeah, I think so.
And she was like, "Oh, this looks really good with this on here, this deep burgundy on that red." So it just kind of finishes it off. So I'm just going to take this and go around the outside of my ladybug shell. We'll have a little bit of depth there, so it'll make it look a little more, I think it makes it look a little more 3D, even though it's like a separate piece. I don't know, there's just something about doing the shading on these things. So I'm going to pull that around. And then by the time we're done with this, I can be sure that my yellow is dry on my border. And we'll go back to those daisies. So I'm just switching back and forth between my ladybug shells here. Just kind of trying giving it a little bit of time to dry. I work on the other one. So Santa red and deep burgundy is what I have used here so far. Terry, are you excited we're doing this one today? This was a request from you to do. We like having a request. We like knowing what you guys want to see painted. Aren't we, Lou?
And we actually had one this morning.
Yeah, we had someone call this morning and ask us to do something. So we'll,
It'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks.
yeah, we're kind of gonna work on that. I was like, we can do that. Let me have Lindsay put it on our schedule. I told her, I said, Lindsay pulls everything for me. I just paint it. I don't know what I'm doing till like the week of. She always asks me, I'm like, sure, whatever, it's fine.
How do you feel about this?
How do you feel? I'm like, sure. Sometimes I'm like, just give me a week or so to get to that one, because that's a little more intense than what I was thinking. But
She says definitely, and I would probably order a couple more than the one I have.
yeah, you already have it, Terry. I did see that because they pulled your order. Are you doing these for your booth, or are you doing them as gifts, Terry? All right, so I'm finishing up my outside of my Ladybug right now. At least it's a little hard shell, so we'll let those sit and dry, and we'll see those in a few minutes. Okay, now we're going to pull this back over, and I'm going to take my tape off of here. I need to bring my other tape over here, Lindsay. I think this is just old.
Yeah, we decided that a couple weeks ago.
I don't have a very good line here either. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, I think my plan, again, very seldomly goes as planned. I think I'm going to do Santa red on the outside of this to pull the red from the daisies. That's my plan. So I'm going to go back over here.
Do you need that tape? Do you want me to run and get it?
Yeah, can you run over and get it? I'll start at the top up
Is
here.
it on your desk?
No, I think I put it back in the cabinet.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Santa red here. And I want to pull, because I want to pull that look from the Ladybugs. Because we really, I have the red in the title, but I just think this is going to look really cute with the red for the Ladybugs here. And this is engraved, so you guys will be able to see the line for your daisy, so it's not that hard to paint. My concern is this line down here, so excuse me. Super dry here today, and Lindsay was just telling me that the pollen count is high. So if you hear me sneezing / coughing / sniffling, it's allergies. My nose is itchy. It's all of the allergy stuff. Okay. I think this will finish this Ladybug part off really nicely. And since I have that white Adirondack underneath of there, this is just probably going to be one coat, maybe two. We'll have to see what it looks like once we get coming around here. Thanks, Lindsay. She's my go-getter sometimes. I always forget something.
That's how I get my steps in.
That's right. So what else is happening? We have a new sale coming up on Friday. Oh, right now we have the, not only do we have the flash sale on the stencils, we have a sale on the Christmas Eve countdown, Lindsay? Christmas Eve countdown? Is that which one it is?
Christmas Eve countdown.
Yeah, okay. So that's our weekly sale. So you can get the pattern, which includes one ornament for $5. So you get the pattern and an ornament for $5. And you could also get additional ornaments that go with the buddy ornaments that go with those patterns for 75 cents, guys. 75 cents.
So even if you don't want the patterns, the fact that these ornaments are 75 cents, that's a steal.
It
and
is.
They're good generic ornament shapes.
They are.
So.
They can be used for a lot of pieces. So if you're looking for something for like pretty cheap Christmas gift ideas or Christmas ornament ideas, that would be a good one to pick up some of those. They're like teardrop shaped and rounds and ovals and
diamonds.
Yep, diamonds, like a lot of kind of generic-y shapes that would work with a lot of different designs.
Hello, Mary Jane.
Hi, Mary Jane. Thanks for joining us. Okay, coming around here with my red. Make sure I get here close to my daisy petals here. I love daisies, guys. Fun fact about me, there's ever a trivia question about me and my favorite flower is daisies.
It's true.
I love them, love them, love them.
Mine's carnations.
Yeah, Lindsay's is carnations, mine's daisies. I'm not sure what Chris's is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She always gets roses.
Yeah, I think probably roses. Papa John always buys her roses. Okay, so it looks pretty good. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Take my other piece of tape off of here. I'm not, Stacy, if you're watching, I'm not keeping my tape this time. They're not in the trash. It's not very good tape.
I'm wondering if we should just throw that roll away.
I'm going to throw that roll away because it's not very good.
Make it disappear.
Don't tell Mom though, because she'll dig it out of the trash.
Well,
She'll be like, I can take that home and use that.
if we put it in the big trash can, she can't reach it.
There you go. Block her out. Can't get to it.
Yeah, if it's not sticky and it's not,
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be saved.
No. No, it does not. Okay.
Kathy says, I love daisies too. This is going to be very pretty.
Thank you, Kathy. I know. Daisies are they're so classic.
I think
love
they're
them.
cheerful.
And they last forever. Like, I don't know.
That's like carnations too. I
Yeah.
think carnations and daisies are probably some of the longest lasting cut flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they're not as fragile or what, but
Yeah.
they
They're pretty
last
hardy.
forever.
And they're cheaper.
They are.
I told my husband, I said, I made it really easy on you. I'm like, don't give me roses, just give me carnations. You can get them for less than $5.
Yeah, my husband always gets me daisies for like my birthday and all that stuff because he knows I love them. I don't know what it is. I even like the colored ones. Like they dye them now, and like they're so pretty too. He'll get the pink ones.
They dye the carnations too. You get blue.
Yeah, you get all kinds of colors.
Yeah.
Pink's my favorite color, and I love a daisy. So he'll get the pink dyed daisy for me sometimes. Is everybody having storms today, or did everybody get it yesterday? I don't know. We had it yesterday.
I saw something come across my Facebook that Texas is getting hit today.
Oh, really? Stay safe. Hopefully it doesn't get you like it got us yesterday. It really wasn't that bad. It was just like it was just the fact that we were making fun.
And the funniest thing was about it when it was going on, Jen's sitting here. We like our our crime novels.
Yeah.
She's sitting here like writing a crime novel in her head.
I was making up the whole story about what was happening to us, and yeah, I do this kind of stuff, this kind of random stuff. Well, we could give them a coffee update, Lindsay, about how our coffee situation's going this week. So
yeah, well, we haven't had 2 in a day.
No, we haven't had 2 in a day this week.
Thanks, Brad.
So yeah, hashtag not my problem. So we had coffee. Lindsay texted me yesterday morning, and I had a rough night. Like sometimes you're sleeping so hard that when you wake up, you're exhausted. That's what happened to me the other night. And so Lindsay texted me like super, like, I don't know, maybe like 6:30 or something like that. I'm already on my way to work, comes across my car. Coffee, question mark? Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. So she picked us up coffee yesterday morning.
And we have a new coffee shop by my house.
Yeah, I think we told them that last time.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm becoming a frequent.
A fan. Yeah, for sure. So anyways, we had coffee yesterday. And then this morning I was like, oh, I'm tired. Like I had a hard time falling asleep last night. So I read until like, I don't even know what time it was. It was probably like almost midnight. And I go into my bedroom to lay down, like get my stuff ready for work and lay down at like 9. So I read until almost midnight. So I was just exhausted. So I'm like, coffee this morning. So I got us coffee on my way to work this morning.
And she shows up and I was like, have I told you I loved you lately? I needed it. I slept hard last night.
Yeah, it's like, it's always one of us. One of us is always like so out of it in the mornings. I don't know. I'm usually a morning person, but like this week and last week, I've just been dragging.
I think we've been working really hard lately.
We have been working we work really hard all the time, but like
this couple weeks
has been crazy, which is good.
It's good.
We're not complaining.
We're not complaining. It's just, Yeah, and it's the change of season too, I think. It doesn't,
Yeah.
it kind of,
Yep.
I always think the change of season affects you in more ways than you know.
Oh, 100%.
So,
Yeah, 100%. I definitely think that. For sure.
well, we both have allergies too, and that doesn't help.
That doesn't help, no. Definitely does not help.
Mary Jane says that scalloped edge, that is adorable.
Thank you, Mary Jane. I love that little detail on there. Super cute.
It's very dainty.
It is. It's, yes, very dainty. I was thinking girly, but you're right. It is very dainty. That's a good word for it, Lindsay.
Reminds me of like these little socks that my mom used to make.
Yes,
wear
the
when I
little
was
scalloped
little. Oh
ones.
my
Yes.
gosh, yeah. She used to make me wear those.
I agree. My mom used to make me wear them too. Okay. I'm getting brave here, people.
Uh-oh. You're off camera.
Oh gosh, sorry. I'm getting brave. You guys could do this, like put your hand down and just do the whole thing. I'm just working a little bit at a time. Okay, so 2 coats of Santa Red's what I've done so far on there. Just so you guys know what's going on. With that white Adirondack underneath. If I'd have thought about this earlier, I could have already had this part done. This is probably taking a little bit of
I
time.
know what else happened.
What, honey?
Yesterday, my oldest nephew turned 30.
Isn't that crazy?
Oldest
No.
nephew. I'm not that old.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh, that just didn't seem possible.
I know.
Doesn't seem possible that he's 30.
Yep. Craziness. Anybody have any questions for us today yet, Lindsay?
Mary Jane says,
Yeah.
super cute is right. I know some little granddaughters that will love that one.
Oh, yeah.
Terry says she thinks she might have taped off the yellow. I would have too. I'm not that steady.
Terry, I'm going to after I finish this other thing here. I am 100% going to. Lindsay went and got me that tape. I'm just trying to keep moving here. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm definitely going to tape it off. Okay. All right, now I've got the better tape. Just put that into the side, let that dry. Find the end here. This is always a struggle for me, is finding the end of the tape. I don't know why.
You found it.
I found it. Yep, I sure did. Okay.
And I think we're gonna have some more new door hangers coming soon.
Yes, I think we are too. I just love a door
Maybe,
hanger.
I would say within the next couple of weeks. Hello, Kelly from Houston.
Hi, Kelly.
Jones. We know
Hi,
that
Kelly
name.
Jones. Yes, we 100% know that name. Okay, so I've got that taped off now, so we can keep moving here on our white border, or our red border. Let's see. You can do this, Jen. You can do this. Trying to figure, sorry, I keep spinning. I'm trying to figure out the best way to not be in my daisies here. Okay, I think this is going to work out okay. So John and Chris are on vacation. They're visiting his sister and his brother-in-law. So they are doing that right now. Hopefully Chris is getting some inspiration while she's down in Florida. She'll come back with all these new designs. Now, I do know that she's been working on Christmas Unwrapped. Let's talk about Christmas Unwrapped for a minute.
And actually, it's done.
It is done.
She's painted it, yeah.
I just don't have the pattern yet, so I can't do much with it until then. But she's got the ornaments done. They're adorable, as always. So she has got that part done. The ornaments have been designed, so we're just going to get those cut out once work slows down a little bit. Lindsay and I will get those going.
I might start one of them tomorrow.
Yeah, we could.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, the simple one, more simple one. Yeah. So we've got that going on. So That is available if you're not already a member of Christmas Unwrapped. You can still sign up if you want to.
I have a graphic.
Oh, okay. She said, I have a graphic. We see, again, we did not discuss this, guys.
So Christmas Unwrapped, what you're seeing on the screen right now is the first box for this year. And if you sign up right now, you would get this box.
Yep.
And then the next box comes out in June, and then September, and then November.
Yep. So it's going to be a little bit earlier this year. We're not doing that December release. We're going to do it in November. So you would get your last box in November this year instead of December. All right. Let me get a piece
Stacy
of tape
says,
on here.
woohoo, looking forward to new door hangers.
Stacy, you are. I bet. Yep, for sure.
I think there'll probably be, I don't know, at least 6 that I can think of off the top of my head. Probably more.
Okay.
Probably more.
Probably more.
Yeah.
You guys love a door hanger. I'll tell you that. You guys are definitely keeping us going with the door hangers for sure. So Lindsay will be getting some new stuff online, and we'll have that going on. I was hoping to work on some stencils this week, but that hasn't happened. I've been busy doing other stuff, so hope maybe next week. Maybe next week. We'll see. Never know. Never know, do we, Lindsay? All right, so I'm going to do this line here now that I have that taped off. We have a nice yellow crisp line. Again, this is Santa Red, one of my favorite reds. I think it's a pretty, pretty color. It's very versatile. It can be used with a lot of different projects. So I definitely love this color. Everybody have their mulching and stuff done, their yard work done?
Nope.
My husband did all of that last weekend. And my son did his new house, and then my husband came home and did ours. So that's all done. So I don't have to worry about that. They do that for me for Mother's Day every year. They're actually going on a golf trip the weekend of Mother's Day. My husband and my sons and a bunch of people. So he said, I'm getting it done early. I said, okay.
Nope.
I haven't planted any flowers yet. It's a little too early for that, but he does get our mulch, did get our mulch done. Yours will be coming, Lindsay.
Yeah, I actually have to do mulching this year, not last year. We don't do it every year.
We do it every other year.
Yeah.
It was
so
just the year for it.
due,
Yeah.
much to my husband's dismay.
Yeah. Well, you guys do that rock stuff, don't you?
In the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Not in the front.
Okay. Gotcha.
So Terry says door hangers are what she has in her booth. Stacy is the door hanger queen. She loves her ideas. Mary Jane says she admits that she's obsessed with our door hangers and she loves them, and so do her grands.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad, guys. They're fun. I feel like with the door hangers, okay, this is just my personal opinion.
You're on camera.
Okay, thanks. Am I better?
Yep.
Okay. This is just my personal opinion. With the door hangers, I feel like you can sit down, paint a door hanger, and like, because it has a fun design to it. So it's like it takes some of the thought out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still be creative with it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I mean you could paint it as is.
Yeah,
and
100%.
do base coating basically.
Yep.
Or you can zhuzh it up.
Yeah, if you want to.
If you want to. That's what's nice about them.
Yeah.
It's good for any skill level.
It is. That's
Yeah.
the thing I was going to say. It's definitely good for any type of painter. So like if you're new to painting or like kind of more of a basic painter, you can just do regular base coating on there. You don't have to worry about all of the other stuff. You can just base coat it, make it pretty. I know a lot of people like to use markers when they're doing stuff like this. That's always some like paint markers. You could definitely do that as well to help things move along if you're not really comfortable with a brush. I mean, you could like roll everything and then use a paint marker to kind of dress it up a little bit with some dots and lines. And there's so much you can do to these, I'm going to say basic pieces before you can, before you dress it all up. So there's so much you can do. Okay, so we are working right around here to finish up this red. And we don't have to do much to our daisies because daisies are white, guys. So we're not going to have to do a ton to them. Now, if we want We could do a little shade around them. I don't mind doing that if you would like to see that. Happy to do that if you want. We're gonna do a little dress up on our yellow circles. So we're gonna do that.
Stacy says that she agrees that they are a great gateway for new painters.
Oh, 100%, Stacy, 100%. It makes it so nice for anybody that's getting into it. Like, you don't have to have a ton of skill level to paint a door hanger. Seeing a little bit of white still, so I'm just going to do a quick little bit around here. I have to hit it as hard as I was before, but I just want to add a little bit more red to this. If we're doing it, we want to do it right, right? So what's your favorite red to use? Because I think we're getting to like that patriotic time, right? So there's going to be a lot of red, white, and blue coming out. There's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff. What do you guys love for red? I do love me some Santa red. I actually don't mind true red either. I used that the last time, and that's a really pretty color. And country red's not bad either. What do you guys prefer though? I'm just curious. If I'm way out there in my taste opposed to everybody else.
Mary Jane says that the door hangers are a super fun activity with kids too.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Especially some kids that have some artistic ability, because they can really dress them up. Okay, almost done with this part. And then we're going to move on. Again, guys, if you want to grab this door hanger, you can get that special price. It's going to be good for a week. It's $9.95, Lindsay?
Yep.
So what you told me? $9.95 instead of $12.95. So that's a good deal. Anytime you can save on door hangers, if you want to grab that, I would definitely do that while it is on sale. Okay, so let me set these to the side while they finish up drying. And we're going to bring our little yellow circles back in. And I'm going to use cad yellow on this one. And I'm just going to bring in a little bit bigger of a brush. So I've got my 1/2 inch angle here. That's what I'm going to use for this.
Stacy says reds drive her crazy since so many of them are translucent.
Yes, I agree. That's kind of why I'm asking. What do you prefer, Stacy? I'm just curious. Okay, so I'm just pulling that cad yellow around the outside of my baby duck centers.
Terry says she uses Tuscan a lot.
Tuscan red? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a good color. Okay.
And you might have to hold these up to the camera
so they can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really showing.
Okay. I will definitely do that. Okay. Almost done here, guys. Using my technique from Linda. All of the bristles on all of the surface, all of the time.
Mary Jane says country red.
Yep, I love country red.
Hello, Denise. Denise says Tuscan.
Tuscan, okay. Maybe I'll have to try Tuscan on my next project.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know that.
The next one's patriotic.
I don't know that I've ever used Tuscan red, so that might be good. The next thing we're doing is patriotic?
I think so.
Okay. See, I don't even know, guys. Don't even know. She literally the week, like that Monday, I was like, what am I painting this week?
Well, I have it all scheduled out.
She does.
I just don't tell her in advance because I don't want her to stress out.
Yeah, because I do stress, I know.
Like, she was kind of stressing today.
I was.
a little bit.
Well, I just felt like unprepared because I didn't have, like, normally I get this base coat. I would have base coated all this yesterday, so I wasn't doing it today, but I just had too much going on. Okay, so that's the cad yellow on the baby duck.
Yeah, you can see.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like that. Okay, let's pour tape off. Oh, I still have some bleed through. I'm just messy today, I guess.
Ignore that.
That's okay. Don't look bad. We'll clean it up.
She'll clean it up later.
I'll clean it up. After we're done, I'll clean it up. Okay, so I've got that. I'm just a messy girl today. And that. Okay. So now my thought. Here's my thought.
Terry
Yes.
said, Jen, what do you think about salted caramel around the yellow?
What yellow?
Maybe the circles?
On top of
Yeah,
it.
you could do salted caramel because it's kind of like that ochre kind of color.
On top of the, instead of the cad
I
yellow.
think that would look good.
Okay. We can add that.
I think it would look good, Terry.
I'm all about it.
She could try it on one of them.
Absolutely. So I'm just bringing the cad yellow in to kind of blend in those lines that I overpainted. Let me just, it'll lighten some of that up too, so that's always nice. I don't mind that. Lindsay had to run out, guys, so if you have a question, she will answer you in just a momento. Okay. But yeah, I have salted caramel right behind me, so that won't be a big deal to try out either. So that kind of like softens that a little bit. Okay. Salted caramel. Let's see what we can do. Let's try it, guys. Let's try it. The hair on my arm driving me crazy. Okay. Salted caramel. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. That's pretty. Very pretty. Good call, Mary Jane. Good call. See, this is why I need your assistance, guys, when I'm working on this stuff. Because, see, I think one thing, and then you guys give me an idea, and I'm so much better than my idea. And I am using my 1/2-inch angle for this one, since I'm going around that circle. And Mary Jane, that'll probably help cover up some of my red that went over on my yellow too, if I do that instead of the cad yellow. Good call, my friend. Actually, because the cad yellow is underneath of there, you can still kind of see the end of that. So you're getting like 3 different tones of yellow in there. I don't mind that at all. That's actually kind of pretty. Feel like you're getting all of the shades of the center of the daisy with that, right? Because it's like the outer side's darker to the inner. So this could work out really nicely, Mary Jane. Good call. Don't stick my finger in wet paint. Seems to be the story of my life today. Kind of a disaster. All right, so we'll get those done. Okay, there's all my circles. Now let's take this, since we did it there, let's see what it looks like on here. I bet you that's gonna help cover that up some. Okay. Oh yeah, it will. I don't even know if I'm on camera, sorry. Lindsay's not here to tell me. Okay. She will be back though. Momentarily. This is pretty. I like this a lot. Especially with that green background. That's gonna look nice. The new leaf on there, it's gonna look real nice. Oh, I like that. Mary Jane. Oh, that's perfect. I'm so glad you said that. It's keeping me moving here. I appreciate you guys so much for helping me when I have stuff like this going on. Makes it look so much better. It's not completely covering that red, but it's softening it up some so it doesn't look as dramatic of a mess. What would you guys do if this happened to you? Would you just paint over that? How would you get rid of that red, like those red specks on there? I'm trying to figure out how I can hide it without doing a whole ton of work. Let me know. I'm gonna have to do something here. Look how pretty that is. Mary Jane. So if you guys don't know this or not, Mary Jane actually was an art teacher. So that's why she knows all of this fun color stuff to tell me to help me out with my projects. She definitely is good at helping me choose that kind of stuff. I love it. Okay, so that's what we got going on. We did the salted caramel. Lindsay's back. So if you guys had questions, she's going to answer those for you. I keep this hair.
Oh, I like the salted caramel.
I like the salted caramel, and I did it along the top edge of the yellow as well.
Good idea,
Terry.
Terry.
No, it was Mary Jane, wasn't it?
No, it's Terry.
Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. I was saying Mary Jane. Thank you, Terry.
Terry says maybe tape and splatter yellow where the red specks are.
That could work. Absolutely. Okay, so I pulled some Whispering Turquoise.
Uh-oh.
I know. Shh, don't tell. Don't tell anybody what I'm doing. Let's see how this looks. Let's see if I can do this.
What are you doing?
I'm going to dress up these daisies a little bit. So I've got my salted caramel, or I mean my half-inch ink, my salted, I'm stuck on salted caramel now. Okay. So I've got my salted caramel, or Whispering Turquoise. Holy guacamole, guys. And I think I'm just going to do a little bit on my daisy petals to kind of soften them up as well, because that white is harsh, right? So I think if I just go around here just a little bit. You can just kind of help those blend a little bit more.
So Stacy says, I might retape it slightly lower, burnish it really well, and paint the red line whiter.
Oh, Stacy, that's a good idea. I asked what they would do if they had a mistake like this.
So, question.
Yeah.
Isn't there an etched line where you tape?
There is, yeah.
Okay. So there is, you probably can't see it. There is an etched line.
Yeah, it is.
And
It's here, but I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So I tried to tape it myself, and clearly that was not a good
She'll
idea.
clean it up after the live.
Yeah, I
and
will.
then the final project that you'll see will be fixed.
Yeah, we'll clean her up. I asked what
And
everybody would do if it were them.
I think, Nate, from now, maybe when you put your tape from now on, like maybe use the side of your fingernail, make sure.
Maybe and seal it really good. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I didn't have a problem last week.
Maybe we need to snag some frog tape off the shelf.
I don't know. It's probably operator error, to be completely honest with you.
Let's be honest, the wide blue tape is not typical painter's tape. It's for walls.
Yes, but I just found it, so I started using it.
Yeah, it's for like walls and home
Yeah.
decor. It's not for what we do.
It's not for what we do. But
It was in the cabinet.
Yeah,
We
it's
said
how
why
guys, it's how I do this. When I'm looking for something, I'm like, oh, this will work. I don't necessarily have to have the best.
not. Excuse me.
So I'm just going to do the top half here, guys. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So I'm
We're
just going to,
at 55.
yeah,
so.
I'm going to just keep going here, but I'm just going to do the top half of this one, and then I will do the bottom half.
I like the blue.
Thank you.
It's really giving it something.
Can you see it? Like,
You can't, it's
okay.
very subtle.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be bright because daisies are not blue, but I wanted them
In
to
real
have,
life.
in real life, yes. I mean, they could be dyed blue, but they're not blue in real life. So I just wanted them to have a little bit of, I didn't want them to be so flat.
Terry says, guess what? We do the same thing at home, like you do with the tape.
Yeah, just whatever you need, right?
Yeah,
You just,
whatever you
oh,
have.
that'll work, sure. Sure, it'll work for me. No problem at all. Just want to do that. And then I'm just kind of picking and choosing, like, as I'm going around and making sure it's not wet so I don't stick my hand in it, guys. That's why I'm not really going in order. And to do that, just do that. And then here. I don't want to do that one. Go here. A little bit more blue. Okay, and then over to here. And like I said, I'll just do this one half and then I'll fix the other one up.
Suzanne says it's a good day. Finally caught us live again. She hasn't been getting her alerts.
Oh, I'm glad you found us.
It's on 1:00 Eastern
Yep.
every Wednesday is when we're live.
Yep, every Wednesday we're in here at 1 o'clock. So grab a drink and come and join
And
us.
if we're not going to be here, we will let you know typically the week before.
Yes.
So,
If something's going on, like sometimes we can't make it in here.
or vacation or something.
Yeah, if I'm on vacation or Lindsay's on vacation, because it's a 2-person job to be in here, honestly. Okay.
Oh, I like it.
The other idea I have
Uh-oh.
is we have these Sharpie markers, like they're paint markers. And I'm thinking, how fun would it be? Am I on camera, Lindsay?
Mm-hmm.
If I just do a quick little with a Sharpie.
Oh, hello. Is it Joan? She said just started to get to you are the best. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cute.
So super simple, but it adds just a little, hold on, let me make this a little bit bigger because I put my dot too far together or too close together. So it just adds a little bit like boldness to those.
And what they also could do is they could do like little dots
Yeah,
because the centers of the
Absolutely.
kind of texture.
absolutely you could. If you want that, you could stencil the center of those daisies too.
Stacy says maybe later dry
Uh-huh.
brush some white highlights on the ladybug wings.
Oh, I like that.
I'll do that now really quick.
I could probably do that now real quick. Yeah.
She's a dry brushing pro.
Professional. She said white. A little bit of white. Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Let me see.
She's
Let me.
got this, Stacy.
I got
She's
this,
got
Stacey.
it.
I can do this. Right here. Snow White pink,
The big bottle.
the big one, because Actually, I haven't been using it too much because I've been using the
I
chalk
like
paint.
those little thingies on the centers.
Thanks, man. I love those little paint markers. You can
Yeah.
do so much with them. They come in
They're
like a pack of different
handy.
colors. They really
And
are.
they're very trendy. Like a lot of we see a lot of the door hanger companies, not necessarily like these type of door hangers,
Yeah.
but where they take like a flat shape and make door hangers and they use those markers to do the writing.
Yep.
So Terry said, Jen, can I send my dry brushing projects to you? I am terrible with dry brushing.
Well, I don't know that I'm that good, Terry. I mean, I just kind of go with it. And then I think anything that I can do to the project to like kind of dress it up a little bit definitely helps. So I don't think you really have to stress too much about it, honestly.
So why don't you show what you do when you dry brush?
Okay, so I have right here my number 8 diverse dry brush. I just have to say it like that because I think it's fun. And then I've got my paint over here. I learned this from Chris, by the way, and I just tap in and then I kind of tap off a little bit so my paint goes up in there. And then I take my paper towel, which is pretty soppy wet, but I have a dry spot here and I'm just
You're on
rubbing. Huh?
You're on camera.
Oh, sorry. Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just rub the paint into that because I want to work it in the bristles, right? And then I always check it on my finger and make sure it's not too
And
like
this
wet.
is literally how Chris taught us how to do it, because I can dry brush too.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm like a semi pro. I'm not near the level Jen is, but dry brushing to me is like so stress free, I think.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, it's so light.
Yeah.
That you don't really have to stress too much about it. So I'm just bringing it, Terry. I'm just bringing that brush. I'm trying to keep it up because that's where the tip of it is. So I don't have.
But I think the finger trick, I think it really is important, because that way you can see whether or not you have too much paint in there.
So then
you can feel it too.
You can do that. And then the other thing that I could do with this is do a little bit, since I have the white out, we could do a little bit in here.
Does the ladybug need eyes? Never mind. You get mad at me when I say that.
She always wants me to put eyes on these things. Always. So then that will kind of give you like a little bit of that shadow from where the wings would be.
He's so cute.
On his little hiney.
He doesn't need eyes.
He doesn't need eyes, Lindsay.
I just think they're creatures.
Okay. She thinks everything needs eyes that's a creature.
I do.
These are not real, Lindsay.
They might be in my world. Oh, see?
Too much paint. Did you see that, Terry? There was too much paint on my brush.
Yeah.
There we go. Go back in, rub some more off on my paper towel.
She says, Terry says, I think I am too impatient to have to do coats rather than trying to get it done on the first time. Yeah, it's just a little bit like you can do it over and over.
Yeah, you can if you want to. You can build it up if you want. Yeah.
Terry says eyes too.
No, I'm not putting eyes on it. I don't want to mess up my adorable little ladybugs, guys. So now I have that in there. I'm just going over it again. Yeah, like Terry, it's just a couple coats. I mean, it's not, you can do this, girl. You're a professional. You can do this.
But definitely, I think rubbing the brush on the finger is key.
It's key.
Because if you have too much paint, then it's going to be too heavy. And it's just supposed to be a light touch.
A light touch, yeah.
Light touch.
And I'm just doing like right by his little antennas just to bring that up a little bit, but
no eyes.
Not a ton. No eyes. No eyes.
We're not going to get eyes today.
No eyes. Okay, so let me just pop everything together, and then I will clean this up and finish it up, and then we will get a photo posted of it.
Stacey said no eyes.
Thank you, Stacey. I'm with you. No eyes. They don't need eyes. Okay, hold on a minute.
I'm going to steal one of them and put eyes on it.
She will too, watch her. Okay, let me flip my little.
I love that green. I
do too. Isn't that pretty? And I love the salted caramel. So that was a fantastic idea. Oh, I did my welcome in, what I use? Santa Red, because that's what I did everything else in. So I did my.
Mary Jane says patient layers is the way it works best.
For sure. Okay, so here's what we got, guys. This is our door hanger. How fun is he? I mean, I think it's adorable, just the way it is. But I will clean it up a little bit. I will finish the blue down here so it kind of flows. We'll get it glued and get a photo put on the website.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions, Lindsay?
Any questions, anybody? Oh, look, lurking Linda.
Hi, Linda.
She's so pretty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks for popping in.
Yes, for sure. I'm going to take some plantation pine and do this part too, just so it doesn't look so flat. But we will do that and dress that up again as well.
And last week's piece will be up hopefully today or tomorrow at the latest, because like I said, it's been crazy busy.
It's been crazy busy. Yeah, it has been. But we did it. We have do have a photo of it, and Lindsay will get it. I just got to do it.
Sue says very pretty. Going to order one. If you are going to order one of these, it is $9.95 until this time next week.
Yeah, because next week's project kicks this one out, and we do a different sale. Yeah. So make sure you want to grab it.
It's normally $12.95. You want to pick this up this week for $9.95. The deal goes through next week. You don't need a coupon code or anything. The price is that.
Yep.
And don't forget our flash sale today.
Yes, stencils, guys. 50% off of all CD Stencil brand stencils. So make sure you go to our website, cdwood.com, and grab stencils. Go to that stencil section because, guys, those background stencils.
Now is the time.
Now is the time. All of those background stencils that you love and you're like, oh, it's a little more expensive than I wanted to spend. Get it now because they're 50% off, and that is only until 11:59 Eastern Time p.m. tonight. And mom and dad are away. That's the only reason I got away with the 50% off.
Yeah. So if we're not here next week, you know what happened?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
We
But yeah,
always say that.
we love you guys, and we wanted you guys to have an amazing
Yeah.
flash sale this week. So that's the reason why we're doing that one. So make sure that you go grab those. Get the store hanger for $9.95 instead of $12.95 because that's a fantastic deal and it's
That's-
adorable.
That's a good tip, Barbara. Barbara said I would add white dots to the welcome area, and she might do that.
I might, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do white or I was thinking black to come with the ladybug.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll see how it finishes out, but we will get a photo.
Yeah,
but that's a
she'll
great
stay
idea.
over here.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna stay over
finish
here and finish it up.
then we'll get the picture up by tomorrow.
Yep.
So.
All right. If you guys have any questions, let us know. If not, we will see you next Wednesday at 1:00 for another semi-pro painting project. We will be doing a stencil project next week. I'm not sure what it is. That's what we're going to be
I
doing.
think it's patriotic.
Okay.
I think.
Red, white, and
If
blue. We're ready for it.
What was that?
I'm ready for service, sir. All right, guys. Have an amazing day. We'll see you next week. Don't forget that flash sale. Grab the store hanger. All right. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.